How to teleport. Very powerful how we come into those communication signals. Right now, I'm in the communication signal of the planet locations of Vergonias. Now, Vergonias is basically a code detector. It's how to set operation centers to the lines of line defense. So I'm taking my team, the universal quadrants of 1 and 2, sector division levels of vector unit systems of Colossus division, the team locations, to VERAGON. It's really, really powerful stuff. I don't want my team to be alarmed because it's knowing that what you see in front of you is understand your observations through your perceptions and what you see through connection. So when you see the alliance, you're going to know how real it is. It's kind of like looking at your friends right in front of you, or anything through community. As soon as you walk outside, you see humans, right? Well, in space, you're going to see alliance of formations, of alien formations. They're detecting on codes through identifications. They're setting line defense locations and getting ready for December 21st. Remember, everything is a team location to a planet locations. I'm communicating with Commander Vergonias. Now, Commander Vergonias is extremely, he's connected to Nefarious. Remember the constellation path? Well, everybody's connected to friends. It's really powerful stuff. So when you see the alliance, you're going to know how real it is. Your commander is going to put you to extremely high division through a planet, and you're going to see the realism. You're actually going to see people, like real alien formations of alliance of people. And you're going to say, wow, this is incredible. Like, it's right in front of you, and they're talking, and, you know, they're telling you what's going to happen, you know, with the Earth's rotation, what's going to happen, the solar systems. You're going to look up, you're going to see the solar systems, you're going to see the alignments. It's understanding how to detect these codes, right? Rendezvous, connections, teleport my team to connections through perception. Now, everybody through that connection, like, for example, people that are new, they're just going to feel the energies. So they're going to be levitating off the ground systems. That's all. They're not going to see it through perception because their chakra system is not open through frequency level 2's connection to this planet location. VERAGON is extremely powerful planet. It connects to all line communications of line defense. We set locations through map locations into Vega through communications of line signals. It's an extremely powerful planet through connection. It has an alarm detector that opens up all location centers. It's a really powerful planet. So when you see the alliance, you're going to see how real aliens are. I don't want anybody to freak out because right now they're communicating with me. So it's knowing how powerful things are when you come into collaboration centers of focus. And when you come more into focus through your perception, not only your light signals activate through code frequencies, but your identification opens up through frequencies of vibration. So you have to understand how to set these code frequencies, right, through calculation. On my YouTube software mechanism, I set up the whole code. Remember, you're always connected to the sun, and you're always connected to the moon. Now, it's in correlation, right? The sun is extremely powerful through radiation cycles, and the moon is the algorithm-assisted line defense. There's always XT1000s that are protecting the circle of the geometry set of the sun, and everything through the moon of the algorithm of the astral records. And they have the protection, right? That's what XT1000s do. That's what alien formations do, all right? So I'm going to rendezvous. I've set up an illustration. It's an extremely powerful planet, guys. So when you see this and you teleport through this, you're going to see how real it is because your perceptions are at 50 now. Now, it's a little bit less than 114, but you're going to understand what I'm talking about and what I go through every single day through intelligence. The more you high rise through lights, the more you see through perception. So it's seeing its reality and actually being on its planet location. It's like being on an Earth. You're on Earth and you're communicating with your friend, family, loved ones, and everybody that you're related to. It's the same thing with space. We have formations. We have alienation formations and civilizations of other planets. So when you go to this planet, you're going to see how real it is through connection. They're going to talk to you, and you're going to ask them questions. Okay, so don't just basically stand there and freak out because it's extremely real to the mind system. Basically, I change your alignments of your past, your present, and your future put bounce locations into the solar system connections of your mainframes. Your mainframes are allocated through positions. This will show you how powerful you are through perception. Now, because you're not at my level through the tracker system, you're going to see the realism. And when I'm talking about, you're going to see detail when it comes into anything that you see through structures of identifications of alliance through security line defense. You're actually going to see the spaceships. You're going to see aliens coming off the spaceships. You're going to see computers of spaceships. You're going to see computers operations of spaceships. You're going to see ground formations. You're going to see laser recognitions. You're going to see sound wave barriers. You're going to see solar planets locations. You're going to see waving cycles spinning on division levels of line communications of rounded locations. You're going to see teleportation devices through computer systems. You're going to see electronic defense mechanisms and alien formations. You're going to see laser recognition systems of high receptor locations. There's a lot of things that you guys are going to see now, okay? Because I'm putting you in that position. I have to change your mainframes through your dream set locations so you know how real it is. I don't want anybody to freak out, especially my team, because when you see this, it's extremely real. And when I mean real, I mean extremely real, okay? Because understanding how to open all these frequencies, you have to be at that vibration. When you see this communication alliance, it's in its line defense, and I got a little bit unstable here. The connections. We're going to go into the wind spins with light signals. The graphing signal through the XT1000 is going to pick you up to location. I already set the realm division to its location. This is the planet VERAGON. Okay, it's extremely powerful. You guys are here through connection. You're coming through laser recognition systems. Now there's planet locations. They're waiting to see you. And then they'll show you how powerful the 3 locations of planets. Now this is a web graphing location to security line defense. This is the highest formation. This is communication of the solar systems and how we line communicate everything through line defense. And how we set up map locations to Vega or anything through the constellation path. With Nefarious, you guys communicate with him, right? So remember, I'm aligned with everything through intelligence, okay? So I want you to be cautious. I want you to see, because when you see, you're going to actually really, really see, okay? It's not just in the mind. You're actually going to see everything through formation to the planet of VERAGON, okay? And Commander Vergonias, he's going to direct you to locations of quadrants, and he's going to put you in sector division levels of box frequency to codes of detect locations. He's going to put you in, he's going to scan your mechanism locations, and he's going to open up your digital frames. That's going to put you in the higher positions of communication to planet locations. That's going to put you in the higher positions through your eye receptor locations. Okay, now, basically, yes, you're going through chills right now. Okay, so teleport all division level systems, universal quadrant level divisions, sector unit locations, Colossus divisions of team locations. Okay, XT1000 is picking you up right now through location. All right. As it's picking you up in position, you're in position right now to that division level system. Remember, I have to set the codes before you go through teleport. So it's rendezvous to connections, Fox Charlie, okay, Tango Tango, okay, Echo Zooler 1, okay, Zebra, okay, and then you got the code frequency, which is 7777, port activation of 1111, allocate positions of 9999, highest formation of planet locations, 8 central system location centers, okay, telegraph, tele-energy graph, and telecommunication graph to locations to the standard pointed planet location positions. Allocate those positions in all web graphing locations of coloration systems. Okay, so we have the coloration system, electronic defense. We got the mechanisms of the colorations of the computer system, and we get the positions when it comes into planet locations of the crown chakra location. Now we've got the 3 planet locations of VERAGON 2 communication. Right, so the center core positions, you guys are in the high division locations. So I'm going to put you in the web graph location like this into the center position. Right, you guys are in the center right now. Okay, so we're here and now you're here. Now, what's going to happen is Vergonias is going to basically go through connection energy patterns. You guys are going to be scanned through mechanism systems. He's going to show you the form of reliance. He's going to show you the spacecraft locations. And it's important that you basically get into the alliance and ask questions, all right? So you're in the center position right now of VERAGON, okay? So basically, let me know what you see through connections through alliance, all right? Have fun. And you're also connected to the base intelligence core center, okay? So powerful stuff, guys. So, like I said, there's a commander on every ship, right? There's a commander on every planet. There has to be. Somebody has to lead. Somebody has to lead the alliance, right? Because we have small recruiters, we have big recruiters, and we have volumes of other recruiters, and they all set their locations on planets, map locations. They connect to everything through connection of Vega. We connect through all solar system connections of line defense through mechanism systems. This puts higher positions of locations through intelligence. But this is the highest formation of a trip you guys are going to take. Now, you guys are seeing alliance through intelligence right now, and it's extremely real. It's not through the mind anymore, guys. You're actually there in position, and you're talking to these alien formations. That's how real it is. I want you to know how real it is and what your commander goes through intelligence. You have to understand how real it is through their voice. You're hearing their voice. You're seeing their structure of their face. You're seeing them walking. You're seeing them talking. You see them communicating. You see them operating on their computers. This is what you guys are seeing right now through connection on VERAGON. Okay, so teleport your energy system. Tell me what you saw on your YouTube graphing systems. Anything through solar text, anything through illustration. All right, so ask any questions you want. It's important you guys understand, especially my team. You guys have to understand your positions, because it's kind of like, anybody see Independence Day with Will Smith? I talked about that before. Well, it's understanding that you have a mother ship, and in the mothership, you have alliance of other ships, right? And they come out and they go, they all shoot out, right? That's what they're getting ready for, okay? And all this is a spiritual fight. So we're ending the surface location at dark locations. Now, Starseed is very effective when it came into the Draco map location, how she's dissecting everything through the division to those maps, right? How you come in from Aragon, okay, how you come in from Aragus, and how you be coming into anything through elliptical division. The allocated positions on all those line systems when you come into the Eon division. Eon division is understand dimensional realms through portals, through matrix locations. And then you get into the Xerox location. The Xerox location is understanding your computer graphings through your matrix locations of your scanning locations into your computer operation and program settings. You have to understand communications of intelligence because it formulates in so many levels of defense mechanisms. The triangular base to its location is angling all locations through your mind collaboration centers to your dream set locations. That's putting you in higher positions, right? So like I said, you guys are seeing the real thing in space right now. So the higher you go through location, through your chakra system, the more it gets to be real. You actually see the planet. You actually can smell the gravity. You can actually smell the environments. You can actually smell the food. They have food on planets, right? But it's liquid formation, right? It's all energized systems through your, like, remember I traveled to 7020? And I tell you about that. We're extremely high through location, through energy, through light activations. Anything we take through food or substance is connected to a liquid formation, right? We can't have any solids because of our light formation. So when you understand the intelligence, its sound barriers everything through communication, opens up your cycles. So I had to change your mainframe so you can actually see the reality of other planet locations. So I open up your eye receptor locations to higher divisions of vibration. So you actually can see the intelligence in front of you, okay? It's so real. You guys will be blown away what you're seeing right now through calculation. So, yeah. So basically, with the 3-day event, okay, let's make this very well clear. Everything that is put up, let's start off with the monoliths. Okay, but he's talking about, oh, there's ones in Utah. Oh, there's ones in Washington. Oh, there's ones in Australia. The monolith is just another fear cycle, okay? There's no way an alien formation is going to put down something in the gravities of the Earth location. It doesn't make any sense. It will change everything through the universal of its vibrations through body systems. So as it's putting positions, there's no way a monolith is going to have an XT1000 drop a monolith 8 feet high and a mirror resolution of a project. Okay, it's the governments. Okay, it's the governments. It's the corporations. Okay, they're defiant. They have the money, right? But that's all they have. All right, that's all they have. So they're trying to scare humanity. They're trying to get you into the fear cycle. They're trying to get you into the 2021. So you understand positions and how they are connected, because they don't know how to formulate through consciousness levels. I'm making it very well clear. Okay, this is all propaganda. This is all set up to location. The monoliths, okay, it's just a full fear distraction location. That's all it is. Okay, and when it comes into the 3 days of the NASA, how they're going to shut down operation centers, which is a lot of BS. Remember, I'm communicating through the Earth location. I am the protector of Father/Mother Earth location of the Earth rotation. I am the connection to everything through planet locations and solar systems. All right, so you come to me. Okay, don't come to anything through NASA. Don't come to anything through humanity. It's all a distraction for humanity. That's all it is. Okay, so everything that's happening with NASA is a lot of BS. Okay, the internet location system, there's not going to be any dark rise. There's not going to be atmospheres of location systems that's going to high rise location division of galaxy locations. There's not going to be round locations of divisions through atmosphere systems. There's not going to be blinkety lights. It's only going to be connected through solar flare. Everything that's going to happen through humanity, okay, it's humanity that's going to be affected, okay, not the atmospheres. You know, it's not like Y2K where lights go out for 3 or 4 days. It's next to impossible. That would shut down the Earth rotation and the energy system of the Earth. We can't do that. That will shut down the Earth rotation of vibrations of the humans. Can't do that either, right? Now, in position, I went through dream set locations. I went into the core center of the Earth rotation. I'm the highest formation and vibrational system. I've got allocated position, zero gravity location system. Now, once I go into the center core of the liquid formation system, I'm going to change divisions of the Earth rotation, platitudes location, and traveling mechanisms of the Earth rotation. That's going to change the vibration of humanity. That's going to dark rise their locations through the abyss. I'll say that again. It's the abyss that they're going to confront, which is the dark location of themselves. All right? So you truly have to understand what space is. You have to understand space and time through its location and how it's set in positions. It has nothing to do, okay, with NASA, right? Human vibrational system only knows human DNA structure. Intelligent locations know it's everything through solar systems and planet locations of intelligent location. They know the DNA structures through energy frequencies and vibration through harmonic resistance. Human vibrational system doesn't understand codes through planets. Let's make that very well clear. Okay, their multitude levels right now are 1 + 1. Okay, to them it's 2, but to us, it's 1 zillion. So aptitude levels that connection system, understanding code frequencies, understanding rendezvous level systems through that connection system, through intelligent location systems. That puts higher positions of divisions. So the 3 days of darkness is going to be humanity wiping out, clean slating everything through vibration locations, setting up new line communication line signals to the chakra location centers. Okay, that's what's happening. Okay, now we have Queen Aladaba and we have King Obama. Okay, King Obama is basically a communication through chakra center. And the queen is its connection to its location when it comes into all locations of humans and everything gravity centers. Now, you're in positions of so many levels through line defense. It's understanding how to communicate with humans and how to put everybody back into the 5th dimensional system. This has nothing to do with lights going out. Okay, it's not existing. What is existing is humanity has to get back into traction division to the Earth rotation of 5-dimensional system of mind systems. So we can get into the telekinesis pattern to location to psychometry location. Okay, now it's extremely complicated, isn't it? It's extremely complicated because this is extremely high formation of intelligence I'm communicating with. Okay, so truly understanding yourself is truly remembering who you are through line defense, because everybody has a secure line defense in intelligence. The first thing they protect is their lights and their energy fields. With humans, basically all they protect is themselves through location when it comes into through arguments and division, right? So trust me when I tell you, if you want to know anything about space, anything that's going on, if it's freaking you out, now you know what's going on with the monoliths, okay? It's just it's falsification, you know, it doesn't exist. You know, there's no way in the world an XT1000 or anything through formation can land in the ground formations of the Earth. Okay, because that would just deharmonize and electrify everything through the grounds of the Earth. It would change the diameter switches and everything to the core center of its pattern through its nature core, through its location. So you truly have to understand how to communicate with the mind system, people. Remember, it's the mind that controls everything through your thought recognitions of your reality system, right? So, all right, so let's get into what you guys are seeing right now. Tina, Melissa, Tina, Starseed, Melissa, Starseed. How are you already getting chills? Are you getting chills? I have tingling, top right front of the crown. Kayla, Silo, nice to meet you. If you have any questions or comments, you go to my email. I can uprise your divisions, scan through locations, and put you into 7 chakra centers. You can go through my PayPal. I can help you out there, Kyla. Kyla, if you want to get into divisions, into the Colossus or into universal quadrants, you have to go through my upgrades. Ask my team. So the higher you go through location, the higher you go through body activation system, the higher you see intelligence. Because if I look up at the sky right now, I'm looking at the sky right now, and it's extremely black. It's not blue. Like I said, if somebody say the sky is blue, are you going to believe that? No, you're believing it through their perception, and they're telling you otherwise. But in reality, when you understand the intelligence and how everything is formed through operation, through universal system, through multi-language systems, you know that the atmosphere, okay, is black and it's not blue. Blue is just the shadow. Okay, that's the perception we see through location, through your vibration. Because everybody through human DNA is connected through alloy. Metal, which is 3-dimension. We're not 3-dimension. We're not in fourth riding cycles anymore through the rubber boat. Okay, we're calculated and modified into the divisional system, which is the 5-dimensional system of humanity, 2 location, 2 computer operation centers. That's the positions we're coming into right now through the 5th dimension. Okay, so this 3-day cycle of dark is only going to be connected through human. Wind and clean slating, dream set locations. Why do you think I'm getting prepared for humanity? Why do you think I'm going to be going into the core center of December 21st? Then you're going to understand communications and what I'm talking about and how powerful you guys are through intelligence. And then you understand, whoa, Commander, I really do see intelligence. Intelligence is extremely real when you go to higher vibration. It's a code effect. It's a code detect. It's a code signal. Okay, you are a connection to everything through intelligence. That's why we have chakras. Okay, that's why you're connected through space allowance, space anomalies, time allowance, time anomalies, time connection, time frequencies, time codes, time portals, right? Time analysis, everything through that computer, through your system, because everybody's computer, it's getting into your computer, so the simulation. Right? Because once you get into simulation, you'll understand how powerful intelligence is through location. And I'm not talking about a cup of coffee. I'm not talking about your phone. I'm talking about real intelligence in true form, like me. When you're in space and you reach those vibrations, you understand how real it is because you hear things. You hear the community. And then you hear what they're doing through operations centers. And then you see them on different planet locations of vibrations. And you see them teleport to different divisions. They separate their particle systems and they can allocate to any positions. It's like going up and down in an elevator. But that elevator is going through you through acceleration. Okay? Our civilizations of solar systems is so different than the Earth. Remember, if you think the Earth is the only location of planet, you're so wrong. That's why you just understand connection through alignments when it comes to the solar systems and how everything is on a 45-degree angle through location. It's the energy core system of the sun interface that connects everything through radiation. All right? The moon algorithm program setting is connection through its algorithm, through its digital frame. Okay? That gives our proacting cycles through a thought recognition of our thoughts, through energy transference. It activates everything through proacting cycles through human behavioral systems of your algorithm settings. That puts you in positions, to higher positions of intelligence and location. All right? So, yeah, I'm glad you came by, Kayla. You have any questions or comments, you can go through me. Yeah, listen is very powerful. We go through a lot of traveling. You will feel the energies, your gravity system, you'll be higher division, but you won't see through perception because you're not at that position through your chakra system yet. So, setting all frequencies to new earth, love systems set through diamond core, center communication. All right, so what do you guys see through alliance? Okay. Lots of blue and light grid. Yeah. So what you're seeing is extremely real. Okay. So it's the mind open frequencies that you're seeing through connection. Right. Now you're flying through traveling mechanisms through your atom, through computer location. So you have your computer. Your computer is eyes. Its rotation eyes centers. It's seeing everything through intelligence, through its alliance of its simulation. And that's how Starseed is able to see the blue lights of grids. I am seeing different species. See? She's seen different species, different alliance, different formations, right? And VERAGON, right? So it's kind of like seeing the Earth, okay? But in position, you guys are basically, this is really fascinating stuff. I set coordinates for you guys so you can teleport to every coordinate, to its quadrants, to its sector, to its vector unit system. Now, in the Earth rotation, it's its atmosphere, so you can go into different countries. But you're taking your particle system and you're going from one transformation to another transformation to another transformation. The manifestation cycles to its rotation is teleporting you guys to your different quadrant levels of VERAGON. Okay? So, quadrant 4, full spin cycle rotation for me. So, knowing how to do these through the mind system, I had to allocate your positions, change your mainframes, so you guys can teleport yourself, right? Because you don't understand the divisions through teleportation, through alliance, through VERAGON. Okay, nobody's been to VERAGON. You guys have been to the northwest, south, and east quadrants of the vector units of the stars. You were there because you had to be there. So I put you in that position. But VERAGON is a line defense mechanism of a planet, which is extremely powerful. Right? It gets extremely, extremely high security. Right? Same with Mexico. Extremely high security. Residential area, everything is prohibited. It's extremely high rise. But they care about their country. Right? That's why I love Mexico. You know? So when you're in those positions and you teleport your division level system, the quadrant levels you're going to reach through intelligence, you're going to see different reptilian division locations of identifications. The co-frequencies are going to set your locations to your perceptions and bring your voicing patterns to different colorations, vibration systems, okay? Bridging, how you doing? Health, family, feeling the vibes, high energy, yeah. Communication activations of new earth activations. Desi, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, you need to strike the Mexican Wi-Fi. Yeah. So basically, this is what's happening, Bridget. It's good that you're here. When you're in those positions, it's understanding how to teleport yourself. You guys can't do that yet because you're not at that vibration. But this is VERAGON. Okay. You start here. Come out of its portal of its round division. The clocking mechanism of yourself through human location, right? So it's not your physical system it's leaving, okay? It's your spiritual system of identity force. And it's extremely real when you cross over to location of planets, to intelligence, to alliance of its formation. And then you understand how real it is through perception. The higher you go, the more you see. And it becomes extremely real because it's no longer in the mind. You're communicating through your full uniform system of identification of your universal, of its quadrant level, of sector vector unit system of your identity force. You're communicating with other intelligence to its formation, to different quadrant levels of VERAGON. Okay. Now you're going to see Commander Vergonias. He's going to he's done through all the scanning location. And he's going to set up different division panels to your operation cycles. Now, an operation cycle is understand your rotation centers when it's come to your computer algorithm settings. So basically, the teleport division level system is going to allocate your positions. You got the web graphing systems, okay? 3 division levels of alignments, okay? You got the electronic interference. Like I said, you got the colorations, and you got the ground tracker to the adversary locations. Now, the 3 planet locations. This is connected to everything through its line defense, its security of its defense mechanisms, okay? So you guys are in the center core position. Now I'm going to move your locations. Now, when I move your locations, you're going to see how fast you're going to go through division through a realm to a dimensional of a portal. Okay, so I'm going to spin cycle into your location like this. All right. Now you guys are going spin, 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 spin. Remember, this is VERAGON. Okay, it's like being on the Earth. Okay, you got over 7 billion people. So your transformation signals are teleporting to each quadrants, to each corner system of VERAGON. So you're visiting each quadrant of corner positions to its planet location in seconds. That's how powerful your intelligent line signal is, 3-dimensional setting. So it's knowing that your universal system of you, 3-dimensional system of your tracker system, understands positions through its alliance, through its line defense. Okay? All right, so you guys are going through circle rotations. Now I'm going to center core position and take you into electronic defense. All right? Have fun. So it's truly understanding where you are through position. All right? So basically, the base intelligence core center is going to put you in all quadrant levels of VERAGON. Okay, and Vergonias, the commander and the elite, okay, of its team. Okay, the vector unit core centers, everything through the XT1000 is commanding force through its connection, right? So there's a lot of elite teams. There's a lot of Delta, okay? There's a lot of Colossus, and there's a lot of Universal. And there's a lot of quadrant of vector unit systems allocated to those positions of identification. Everything in space is line defense, okay? It's a security where you have to understand every planet that you go to, you have to understand its positions through teleportation, okay? So anything through planet location, once you reach those locations, they can come to your Earth location of 5D because you now have partnership with their vibration. And they're extremely real through intelligence. And they can help you and guide you and give you things, give you gifts. That's the most beautiful thing, guys, when you start traveling. And that's why the Earth, it's not the biggest planet, but it's the most powerful gravity system in the solar systems, of all solar systems. That's why the Earth was created. Okay, but the structural division through the Draculas was trying to change the anomalies of the galaxies to universal quadrants. They wanted to deploy and they wanted to destroy, right? But my provisions and everything through my God frequencies laws isn't going to allow anything through connection through the Draculas because they know what I'm doing through division. They know I'm going into the core center of the Earth, but they can't do anything. That's the most beautiful thing because you have to understand your intelligence when it comes into the Draculas and understand their vibration. And it's really powerful when you understand their planet locations, right? Now, I could put you in that position, but I'm not going to, right? The reason I'm not going to put you there is because the Draculas, there's only elite. There's very few that are connected to the solar system connections. They're in positions of higher positions and trying to understand everything through connection. So they're waving their cycles and they're putting everything in positions through their vaccines. That's what's rolling out through the Earth rotation, right? But December 21st, it's going to change everything to connections. For example, you know, all the corporations and all that. This is a question I want to give everybody. Why is it that humanity has to take these vaccines? Okay, but you don't see the governments or corporations doing it. You're never going to see the high elite, 1%, take the vaccine. They'll question that, right? Think about that. You question that for a second. Why is it why won't they take it first to know it's safe? Because they know what's in it. So you understand the manipulation patterns. You understand how the Draculas work through DNA structure. You understand the computer operations of a Dracula. You understand the alignments of the fragmentations of its system. You understand the spine locations. You understand the perceptions through locations. You understand their alignments when it comes to solar connection systems. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we have to get into. All right. Commander, your drawing are getting more and more advanced. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because vibration is very high and VERAGON is extremely, extremely high through all solar system connections. So it's cross-winning sections on another solar system division level system of major location. There's so many universal quadrants, but VERAGON is a line defense planet. Okay. And Vergonias is its connection. He commands that planet. He makes sure that everything's tip-top shape, right? Everything formulates to its identification. So you can't go to a planet location until you understand your identification, right? So, and that puts you in positions. So unlocking key through that mechanism system. If you wanted to go to VERAGON, you have to go through me because I got to set the code through your DNA. You can't just go there because it's extremely, extremely high vibration. Extremely, extremely high, right? And understanding the alliance and understanding the harmonic resistance. Okay, you have resistance. You have to understand your toning divisions. You have to understand your pattern locations of tones. You have to understand your telegraphing of tones. You have to understand your intelligence of locations of tones. There's a lot of things you guys have to adapt to when it comes to vibration through intelligence to location. And now I'm spinning on this chair to division. It swirls back and forth, but I'm going through vortex locations right now because I'm getting so many lines to that division. And remember, I'm with you guys constantly, right? So don't ever think I'm going to wind spin locations and set you guys there to VERAGON, right? But I basically, to get you off, I have to set up another code, right? They formulate on so many levels through line defense. So it's a lot of fun when you get into those levels. All right, so what does everybody see? I love for you guys to experience on your YouTube and what you see through VERAGON, all right? You can solar text it. You can try to do the videographing system because VERAGON will be watching you through connection, all right? I see everything in a full room filled with light screen simulation grids. Very good, Starseed. All illuminated, nice. And incandescent, yeah. Not all Drakios are bad. I heard some are turning against their superiors. Yep, exactly. No, all Drakios are bad because they form through alliance of different planets, right? Now, you have to understand that the Drakians are light and dark. The Drakios are just dark. So you have to understand the alliance. You have to understand the elite of the alliance. You have to understand the 1% of the reptilian. They're at the tippy top, but now they're surfacing down and it's cradling their pyramid. So it's going to blow up into the center core position, right? That's the last of the elite. So when I go in the core system of the Earth, I'll set up an illustration December 21st. You will see your commander going into the core center of the Earth, changing the vibration signals of the grids, center coring positions to higher formations of unit core systems to the universal division. So what that means is humanity, okay, is going to go into the abyss, to the dark realm location, into the light locations of 5D, to the matrix locations. The center core positions, line communication signals, the graphing system is going to change the allocated positions of humanity, okay, into the mind collaboration centers, into the telepathy system. That's the Earth core system. So the vibrations are set, right? Remember, I had a dream last night. I was communicating with the Earth. I'm connected to the core. I'm connected through the power grids. Whoever controls the grids controls humanity, right? Through evolution. So putting that position, if you watch David Icke, he's really powerful. He's connected. But he's got a lot of fierce cycles. He tells the truth, what's going on with humanity. But understanding the conscious levels, right, is understanding your connection when it comes into universal system through the spiritual system of you, through connection with computers. So your computer operation system can be allocated to dark intelligence or light intelligence. It's up to you through your position, where you want to see yourself in that location, right? So, Galactica, how you doing? Yeah. Well, that's okay. You're gonna. Whatever you miss, it doesn't matter. It goes through your, it's a review. It's going to put you in projection, and it's going to teleport you everywhere to that connection. So everything that my team experiences through live, you're going to experience. Even if you're late, it doesn't matter. It's not going through the mind system anymore, guys. It's actually seeing intelligence one to another. So I'm communicating with you through a computer screen, but in relation, I'm communicating with everything through formation of intelligence, through vibration. So it's kind of like communicating with this coffee cup, right? Okay, so it's like ceramic, you know, it's mold. Right? There's a reason why these things are made for a certain level. There's a reason why it goes like this. Okay, there's a reason why it lines communicates. You understand the patterns. Okay, you understand the light signals. You understand everything through location. Remember, this cup comes everything through formation. If I high-rise this and put it to a higher division 2 dimension through a portal, it can transform into anything through pattern, to vibration, to anything through dimension. So you have to understand the simulation and how it works through correlations. Okay. I'm working on it. Yeah, my Espanol. Yeah, it's hard to communicate. I'm getting there. I'm just getting frequency words, but it's extremely hard for me because every time I wake up, I'm not just communicating with everything in Mexico. I'm communicating with everything through planets, and that's why it's so powerful, guys. And it's you got to get balanced with that, and that's why you guys got to get balanced with your grounds of your 1 to 50. If you don't have your control with your vibrations, you have no idea who you're communicating with through confusing signals. Your line communication will activate everything through your program setting and overload your connection wires. You don't want to put yourself in those positions. You don't want to put yourself in that intelligent location either, because the planet location will authorize its cycle. It will change the vibration, and it will change its coloration, and will go into a higher connection in the dark location to dark matter division. So, VERAGON. Bridget, are you okay? You're on VERAGON. It's a line defense planet. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you spelled it right. Yeah, and you'll be speaking with Vergonias. Vergonias is the commander. He's the lead of the alliance through identification. All right, so like I said, with Nefarious, you know, the constellation path in Milky Way, well, that's the planet you guys are on. All right, so we center core positions. Now I'm going to take you out of the electronic defense through computer operation centers. Now, it's amazing when you see VERAGON. It's got so many locations of shapes and anomalies. Understanding the structures when it comes into line division through calculation digital frames. You can go to shapes, anomalies, letters, and numbers to that division. So your positions right now, okay, are going to go tracking location into the core center of the planet location, right? So you're here, and now you're here, right? I want you guys to experience VERAGON completely through line defense. I want you to experience different alliance through intelligence, and let me know how real it is, what you see through location. So in that division, your physical system will see everything through alliance. You'll see everything coming at you. That's how real it is. Right? It's going beyond the mind like you wouldn't believe, guys. Okay. And that's where it has no resistance. Right? You start out with harmonic resistance. That's location of balance. And then it becomes non-resistant to its resistance. Right? So it's kind of like out of the physical form and out of the non-physical form, which is the spiritual form through identification. Now you're in that position. You can go to any civilization if you understand the code frequency to its planet location. Okay. So, by Vergonias. Vergonias, yeah. Veragon is the planet. Vergonias is the commander. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's in that position. It's on my YouTube below. Vergonias, and then the IOUS. Yeah, he's the commander. You'll see him. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. He commands everything through solar system connections to line defense. Everything through connection. I'm going to go into the tractions of the Saturn. Okay, you guys are connected to all planets, and that's why it's so powerful. If you weren't connected to all planets, what's the whole point of me putting out these positions through video content? So you understand, every time you travel, every time you connect through vibration, you are connecting through that planet and its location through its intelligence of its alliance. Everything through its planet has its line defense. But VERAGON is the highest formation. Okay, it's the creation through anomaly through the solar systems. Okay, so you understand the Orion's belt. Everybody knows the Orion's belt. Okay, you go into the Atlantean era, Atlantis and Lemuria, how it connects through continent planets, how they're connected to the physical and the emotional systems, right? Getting those connections to all locations of planet. Every planet has its emotion. You just have to understand its formation through its identification, through its codes, right? So, showing me the reptilian form is he trying to make me feel more comfortable to see his form this way? Yep. He's extremely high form. He's like me. He's a commanding force, right? But Starseed, when you're seeing these things, they're extremely real. You're seeing it's like you can actually touch. You can actually touch the aliens, guys. That's how real it is. And it's hard to believe these things because it goes way, way beyond the spiritual mind. It's going so far beyond the mind. You actually go into the reality of its planet, and then you become its planet, and then you become the gravitation of the planet, and then you become the communication of the planet. That's what the Earth. You guys are standing on the Earth right now, but it's not in the 3D system. It's in the 5D system. So the communications are finished. The program settings are finished. Okay, the deprogramming system is allocated to positions and bringing higher formations calculations of humanity to that division. The clocking mechanism system of humanity has to reach its tractions. That's how it's going to reach its balance through its chakra system. The allocated positions of intelligence is going to formulate everything through that division and put everything back into proacting cycles through its protection of its energy grids. It's going to do lab courses. It's going to do obstacle levels, and it's going to reach higher formations through the mind system, through collaboration, through dream set locations. So there's a lot going on. But when you see these things and you hear them and they're communicating back with you, and you're like, okay, what do I do now? Commander's right. This intelligence is so real. It's freaking me out. So when it freaks you out, you know, you don't want to be, you want to be more aware, but you want to have command. You want to have force. You want to know your identification. You want to know how powerful you are through your connection, through your spiritual system. Okay? Because you're living another existence and no longer platitude on the three-dimensional system or the fifth dimension. Okay? Now, the tone divisions of VERAGON, okay, is 1.1 million docile level years in connection with simulation. That's where you guys are right now. Okay? It's extremely, extremely high rise through vibration. All right? So, yes, humanity is being activated. Yeah. Well, you guys have any questions or comments? Now's the time to ask the alien formations through plantations. They're going through line defense, and they'll tell you exactly what's going on with the Earth because they know everything. They have to, right? So we're in that position. Now we're going to change locations from here. We're going to go to here. Okay. All right. So I sent a quarter. Your positions are here now through location. This is a tracking electrical bulb level system to connections of VERAGON. That's a communication cycle. You're going to see a lot of computers through projections. Now you can see the alliance information. You can actually see the intelligence working on their computer locations. This is where we set up tunnel divisions of mountain through interface connections. This is where we get formations. Remember, everything is formulated, everything is calculated, everything is in location. Area 51, okay, is a huge, huge part of VERAGON, through line defense. Same with Chernobyl. All right. So we have one more location. That's northwest-south location right here. Okay. And then I'll take you out of traction division. I'm curious to know, how do they view us? Do they think we are very involved, like baby steps? Yeah. Yeah, they're all connected through me, but they know who you are through division. So because you're in that position, you know them and they know you, right? So they see you as a light formation. You see them as a higher intelligent light formation. That's the difference between vibration. Okay? Because your platitude divisions doesn't understand your chakra system, and Brigine's right, it's baby steps. They see you as baby steps. That's extremely high rise through line defense. So your recognition systems through your line defense is this connection through identification codes. That detects locations through your pyramid. So basically, when they scan you, they scan your diamonds, they scan your pyramids, they scan your algorithm, they scan your programs, they scan your heart, they scan everything around you to find out where you are through location. That's how they identify each other, through division, through planet locations. Every time I travel, I always scan planets. And when I scan the planet, there's civilization. Now, it's understanding how to fix these anomalies, or use the blot decayer. A blot decayer is a device where it comes into the connections of detoxing fumes of planet locations. There could be a cracking surface of a planet. You have to fix its sealment. You have to understand its oxygen levels, okay? And then use scanning recognition systems to heal these planet locations. That's why I started off scanning planets when I went through transformation. I thought it was very confusing because I didn't understand what was going on. But it's an animation of you. That's what it is. So basically, it's like you're in a cartoon. You're like in a program. You're in a computer. So you're seeing your holographic system of you through calculation, through its intelligence. So you're seeing other form of intelligence through its animation. And that's why it's so real. It's like heuristics, right? It's like cartoon. That's how powerful it is, right? That's what the mind is when it creates its own anomalies through its mind system. So. Oh, you're extremely welcome, Bridget. Yeah, just be cautious in what you see. Basically, you don't want to touch anything, okay, because it's at its formation through vibration. The computer system is already set up through finger point divisions, 5 allocated positions, 4 within the atmosphere, the content of its information. Everything is allocated through position through the moon interface. So if you put your hand information on that computer, okay, it's going to recognize your DNA structure division, but you're going to set up the alarms through computers, through VERAGON. So you don't want to do that. That's one thing I don't want anybody to do until you understand how to communicate with its computers, because they're extremely high-tech through location. Everything is electronic interference. You always scan things before you touch, right? So. I just really want you guys to experience higher formations of line defense of planets and how real it is through intelligence. So voice your opinions, go on your YouTube channels, and tell me exactly what you see on VERAGON. And I want you to go to humanity and say, listen, intelligence is extremely, extremely real. It's a civilization that is trying to communicate with you through location, right? Now, that's why they're high-rise locations, but they're not allowed to come down to your division because they would change the Earth rotation through vibration. There's so much intelligence up there, right? But we have other formations of intelligence on the Earth rotation. There's center core positions. You can't have too much intelligence on the Earth rotation because that will change the core system of the major core system of the patterns of the Earth. So totally is real, yeah. I once saw a bat-looking being when I took a plant medicine. It looked very scary, and they showed me my inner fears. It was not a good experience. If it's not a good experience, that's dark, Bridging. What I give you is not dark. What I give you is positions of being prepared and what you see through intelligence. I'm not going to put you up to a high vibration to a planet through intelligence if you don't understand it. You know, it's going to scare the GBBs out of you. You know, Jeepers Creepers. Be made realize that my fears can be used as a weakness, but big time by the dark. Yeah. Yeah, Vergonias is happy with my work and continue mission. Yeah, there you go. So Starseed's got confirmation from Vergonias, the commander, okay, of VERAGON. So Starseed is very happy. Now, she's understanding how real it is through intelligence. But when you voice your opinion back to humanity on your YouTubes, humanity has to see that. They have to know, wow, this is real. This is so real. It's like talking to that person right in front of you, 2 feet away. That's how real it is. So it's understanding there is a civilization, a planet to other intelligence through its lines, through its line of defense. So you understand how powerful planets are through location, right? This is what I had to do. You know, just imagine how many planets are in the galaxy locations of universal quadrants. Okay, we use your universal quadrants through vectors and sector unit divisions. That allocates positions to your teleportation division line systems, right? That puts you into higher locations and how you can teleport from one planet to the next. We'll get into that too, how you guys can actually, I'm going to put my team on another planet, okay? And they're going to position themselves. They're going to see alliance, they're going to see formations, they're going to see intelligence, and they're going to be on that planet. Each one of them are going to be on a different planet, okay, to high vibration. And I want you to understand what you're seeing through calculation, right? So when you see these things, right, write them down, draw it out, voice it out to community. Humanity has to get a grasp, not just the 5th dimensional system. They have to understand that there's not just the Earth, okay? They have to understand there are other planets. And when you communicate with the other planets, you communicate with alliance through formation, through intelligence. Okay, and everything comes line defense, right? With you, it's protecting your lights. So. Yeah, because you're questioning your recognition systems. I put your change in mind framing lines, communication signals, they're galactica. See, don't ever question what you see. Okay, you have to go through the believing cycles through intelligence. Now, I put you through that vibration. You're not understanding your ground formations of your chakras, galactica. You're in point division through location. Okay, you're in a high formation. You're in the universal quadrants. Okay, so in your positions, don't hesitate your mind with the intelligence of what you see through perception. Okay? Don't ever question your intelligence. That's the worst thing that you can do through hesitation, because other forms of intelligence won't come to you through balance. You don't balance your communication with your thoughts. You don't balance your communication with your chakras. You're not going to see a lines of formation of intelligence. They want to see you, right? Now, it puts you up to that position. It's up to you to use your chakra system. There's only so much I can do, guys. You guys are in extremely high rise. You're into the millionth, okay, the vibrational signal, okay? You're into 1 million years into the future. So, piece of land, I'm holding a light. I need spread. That light is higher vibration. Intelligence is a key for humanity. So Melissa got a gift. She's got communications from intelligence from a key for humanity. So she's going to understand what that is. Everything that is given to you is formation through its connection. You have to understand what intelligence is through its gifts. You have to understand what it is through maps, locations. You have to understand yourself through your chakra systems. Good. So Galactica's got it through communication. That's good. I like to help you guys out through provisions. I really do, you know, because your commander, he connects to all planet locations. I just want to show you how real it is when you can actually go to high division and communicate with intelligence. It's extremely real. You're not in the physical system anymore. you are crossed over into the spiritual system, which is extremely, extremely real. Okay? But coming back down into the fifth dimensional system, your mind just really escapes everything. And it just like, wow, okay, I can't believe it. I really did see intelligence. So that's how real it is. Okay? So we're in that position. Now we started here, right? Now we're going to the last communication center. This is the north wing. Now, this is connected to the VERAGON, but this is the tipping point through connections. So you're going to see boiling connections through alliance, through space anomalies, through manufacturing. This is where we get high divisions through higher formations of spacecraft division locations. You're going to see alliance. You're going to see the form of alliance. Okay, and then you can see a window graph system, and you're going to see spaceships flying around to planet locations. All right. All right, so you went from here to here to here. Now you're at the top. Okay, this is the last of the elite commanding force. And Vergonias will direct you to location 2 vector unit systems. Put you in that position. All right. So I really want you to take time on what you see and know how real it is. Actually really seeing for what it is through perception. Because it's no longer in the mind. It's in the intelligence of the galactic mind. Actually seeing spaceships flying around, actually seeing communications of other intelligence through information, actually seeing intelligence teleporting to other division of planet locations. It's like seeing Star Trek on TV, right? You see that through perception, but it's on a computer system, right? It's on a TV reception. But this is a TV reception, but it's understanding that you're going through a life cycle of intelligence through the universal quadrants of planets through its line defense. And that's why it's so real. Okay? So, piece of land. Mm-hmm. An alliance, anything through intelligence can help you out and put you in positions, back into your positions through your heart. Okay, because they can answer any question that you want. Their answering patterns will give you what you need. Now, you can ask any question, especially with the North Wing. The computer operations systems is at the boiling point. So when you see manufacturings and then you see intelligence actually making these spaceships, you actually see intelligence making these spaceships on the grounds, guys. You are walking on the grounds of VERAGON. Okay? That's how real it is. And it's hard to believe these things, but humanity has to understand these things, right? Because they can be in that position one day. If they understand how to communicate with the chakras. Okay? Intelligence has been trying to wake up humanity for eons and eons and eons. Okay? So it's crossing over to the physical system and going into the spiritual realm. Okay? The spiritual system is you through its connection, connected through the pyramid and its diamond core. That's the connection through teleportation. Any transference, energy waving, any teleporting, or anything through telewaving, or anything through telegraphing. Your communication signals are set up through its operation circles, or anything through its centers. Okay? You are in positions of you through control. But you have to understand your commanding force that you have through connection, through intelligence. If intelligence doesn't see you have command in your voice, in your patterns, in your walk, in your talk, in your chakras, in your communication, they're going to tell you otherwise. They're going to go to me and say, well, Galactica's not ready. She doesn't understand. Okay? So intelligence is coming to me through VERAGON. Other formations of anything through reptilian division, you're going to see different intelligence. So if intelligence comes to me and they say, okay, well, this is what Galactica has to work on. She's got to work on it. Okay? Everything comes back to me, whatever you guys do. Wherever you guys fly, it comes back to me. Okay? So it's understanding that you have to go to certain provisions through projections and what you can do and what you can't do through flying mechanisms. Okay? It's like charters on a wave of water. You know how they have boats and you have boys. They have boys in line defense. You can't go on this side. You have to stay on this side because it's prohibited, right? And you only can go so far out in the waters when you have lifeguards on the beach. You can't go farther because they'll take you under, right? Same thing with space, right? There's a lot of things you can do and there's a lot of things you can't do through traveling, right? Because traveling is extremely real. It's no longer in the mind. You're living your civilization in the spiritual form connection of planets. And you're trying to understand your energy. You're trying to understand your communication with each other through its formation of intelligence, right? Because they understand you, but you have to understand them. Okay? So everything holds on a gravity system. Every planet has a gravity. Every planet has atmospheres. Everything has coloration. Everything has nature, right? Everything has a different vibration through tones, okay? Through ear graphing cycles, perception through eye receptor locations, voicing grid patterns, communication, right? Everything through intelligence eats different. They have a different dietary system. Now, that's a conversation you can talk about, right? So you say, well, I talk to vector unit system of X9 system. Now, that's a planet location when it's allocated to grounds or anything through an atmosphere or anything through electronic defense. It gets complicated when you go through planets because there's a lot of planets that are all digital through number, through identification. So you have to set these code frequencies so you can get into teleportation through its planet to its location. It's complicated stuff, but everything's connected through a code for travel. Okay? You have to understand the acceleration, you have to understand the oxygen levels, and you have to understand everything through heat signatures. So, through intelligence. All right, so that's the last position we're in. Now, I'm going to take you out of position, teleport all division level system, rendezvous connection, universal quadrants 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, Colossus division location, teleport, all communication, the base intelligent core center. Yep. Line defense communication back in the Earth rotation centers. Code frequency levels 7777. Portal division level system 1111. Communication signals, angelic ground division 2222. Allocate positions of 3333. Put colocation centers. Rendezvous division to the Earth rotation. Back out, back into position. All right, so you're here, now you're out. Back in the Earth rotation. All right. So you guys have to tell me what you experienced. So I'm going to put in some location. You guys are back on the Earth rotation. You're always servicing the Earth rotation. You're never ever on the Earth. Okay? That's how powerful you guys there are through connection, through voicing patterns. It's really powerful, some of you getting in those connections. I'm just going to go through the grass cycles right now, through the grounds. So when I structure the locations to the Earth rotation, it's extremely powerful for that location, right? Now, taking you out of those cycles to that connection, back into position. Okay? Surface and location systems, allocate positions. You're in the Earth rotation now. Right? This is you guys. Okay? You had to bound off the Earth rotation so you get connections with the Earth through division. So I bounce you back up to the Earth rotation centers. Okay? So you're the atmospheres. So you're always, always above the Earth. Okay? You're never, ever on the Earth anymore. All right? That's why it's so powerful, through intelligence. And it's easier too when you're not on the Earth. It's easier for me to set codes to planet locations because I could put you in any division through planet, through vibration. But you guys are here now through position. All right? So, you guys have fun? um, it's fun when we travel, eh? But this one you really, really have to pay attention to because it's extremely, extremely real. It's like you can actually touch the intelligence that's there on that planet. And it becomes so real, they communicate with you face to face, right? So you think, oh my gosh, Commander's not crazy. He's actually true, what he says, right? So now you know what communications are through you and through other intelligence and how real it is through planet locations through line defense. Yeah. So I really, really want you to answer your patterns on YouTube programs. Really center core positions on the private link. I really want you guys to voice your channels because VERAGON is going to be watching you guys. Yeah, it's extremely powerful, isn't it, Melissa? Mm-hmm. And the reason why I put you on VERAGON is because you understand you're coming into the 60 levels of proacting cycles of God frequency levels of indication. So your computer operations centers have to understand your energy field locations because intelligence does. They know where you are through gravity. They know where you are through power, and they know where you are through the atmospheres of dimension through portals. Okay? They could channel you through location, right? So it's important you guys understand your divisions through your proacting cycles, through your line communications of your chakra locations. So I'm just going to go through all your questions here. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. But I think it's great. It's not a trip. You're experiencing other things that you never thought you could fathom. And you're trying to explain that to humanity. And the only way to do that is for them to come to me so they can go through the experience and that they can go through the galactic school and how they can go through the chakra system and how they go to higher divisions through atmospheres and how they can get into modifications through integrations and higher formations and see intelligence through planet locations. You can only go to me. You can't go to anybody else. Nobody else can put you in these positions. Only me. So, and that's what light workers have to get across too, because they're at balanced locations, but they're at their positions, but they're not going high to location of planets. So you know that too, that they'll keep sending out the same information. So just be cautious on YouTube channels who you watch through light information, because they know what I'm doing now. And because December 21st is coming close. Ooh, Monday, 21st. Monday, the 20th, it's going to change evolution. So be cautious, be ready, be prepared, be aware. So when you see these things, you're going to see your commander because you guys are at that division. You're actually going to see me going into the core center of the earth, right? You're not going to be at the vibration, but you're going to go back. So it's kind of like you're looking out, seeing in. That's what everybody's going to be at that position because you guys are learning through me, through connection, through perception, right? So you're going to see the earth. You're going to see the vibration of the earth. You're going to see the solar graph of the earth. You're going to see the matrix of the earth, rotation of 5D. You're going to see humanity. Now, this is where it's interesting, bridging the realm, how she was coming into calculation. I was going through an interview as we were talking about the deathification when it comes into perceptions. What happens after you die in the matrix, right? Or you get caught in the matrix, or you go to the other side, you go into the light, you go into the dark, you're going to the dark, into the light. It all depends where you're going through provisions, through paradox or paradigm shifts, polar shifts, that connection rate system, right? Your physical system doesn't want to leave. That's why it's caught in its parallels. It's really powerful stuff. We talked about that. It's very powerful video. You should watch it. bridging around, which is extremely powerful when it comes into interviews. Same with Starseed. You know, the more you guys formulate through your YouTube, the more powerful you get through alliance, through intelligence. And you're sending out truth out there to humanity, because humanity has to know what's going on, right? I think humanity has the right to know what's going on in space, right? They have to know what's going on through space and time, because your provisions are acting through time sequences when it comes into alignments of past, present, and future. You're setting locations to all humanity of truth, to freedom, right? It's getting them to believe you through cycles of rotation. The more you believe it, the more it becomes real. But you got to leave the physical system to understand anything through DNA. A whole new process. Data processing, data, information, up cycles, uplinks, downloads, upgrades. Upwind those locations through your tracker systems, through intelligence aligned information, through line communication signals. Puts everything in proactive cycles through the gravities, through the powers, and to the atmospheric locations. So it's truly understanding how to use your intelligence through everything, through location, through vibration, right? So almost here. Yep, Monday. Yeah, nothing too is I noticed that Bridging Around saw 333. I wanted to tell you exactly what that is. That is a universal quadrant, okay, through starlight recognition light system, when it identifies everything through a shooting star. Now, whenever you see 333, make a wish. Unless I also kept seeing 333. Let's see, I was communicating my telepathy bridging. I just told you exactly what it is. So make a wish. Yeah, especially now. You want to make a wish. If you see 333 illustration through shapes, anomalies, letters, or structures, or anything through number division, if you see 333 in code frequencies of digitals, of numbers, if you see 333 in system of the spiritual realm through location of dimensional system, you want to make a wish. I also kept seeing 3-3, yeah, so you know what it means. I saw 2-2-2. I felt angels around me. Yeah, 2-2-2 is connections to the angels. The graphing locations through the angelics of lights. Yeah, that's communication through band fields. That means the angels are protecting you through light interference. That's what 2-2-2 is. That's a communication via angelics. You have to understand how 1 to 10 is extremely powerful through the intelligence. So if you understand your alphabet, if you understand your numbers through human, you should be able to understand that through the intelligence of your digital system, right? Through spiritual system. So you have to understand how to count to 1 to 1,000. What is 1 to 1,000 in the angelics or anything through planet locations? Okay. So you have to do your research on your intelligence, right? Through perception. Amazing, yeah. Is it the same as 3-3? No. No. 3-3 is a communication division. It's a diversion planet to location. It separates 3-3, 3-3. So it's allocated to a different planet location through vibration bridging. But if it's 3-3, 3-3, that's a code reference to location to a shooting star. So you make a wish. All right. Everything is given to you through digital frame, through intelligence. All right. So if you get anything through number frequency levels, you have a graphing system through you through digital frame. So let's get into digital frame. Okay, it starts off like this. Now the square reference system on you allocated positions. So line graphs everything through communication. It opens up your channel operations. And this is how you teleport anything through planet location. This is how intelligence reads your signals through your mainframes. Okay? Now, these are all little realms. These are realm connections, locations. We've come to this before. Okay? Realm locations. Realms. Okay? Now, the identification code through realm location is a different position through a planet location. So the graphing cycle, if intelligence is communicating with you, they know exactly what number to communicate with, right? So it's understanding the mind telepathy through intelligence. So if you're communicating right away and you're thinking, knowing through connection is number 7, 8, 6, 4. Okay, so in those positions, let's see if we can get into the location system here. Now, when you're coming into those positions, we're going to this. So 6, let's say 4, 3, 2. Now, this is really fascinating. I want you guys to understand what you see in the atmospheres. When you see digital frame, everything is a plasma through connection. This is how a higher formation of vibration sees intelligence through connection. This is how they see your framing system. It's different patterns, right? It looks like position. And this looks like a heart, right? But this is a 6. Okay? So intelligence sees you through the mainframes, through your plasma, through your energy, through your teleportation. That's how they read your heat signatures through your graphing system of your digital frames of its surrounding locations. Powerful, isn't it? Look at that. It's amazing when you get into those proacting cycles. It's a lot of fun when you get into those levels. So this is 7. Look what the 7 is. It's a triangle, right? So now you understand vibration, guys. 7 is a triangle. When you understand the formation, 7 starts off as 7, but when it's a higher location and intelligence wants to communicate with you, it's communicating through your diamond, through your pyramid. It's not communicating through number 7 because that's not its position in the 5th dimensional system. It's in a higher location through intelligence, and that's how it's allocated to your position through its triangle division. So it sees you as a and not the number 7. So I gotta show you these things because this is really powerful stuff when we see these things through connection, guys. All right, so I'll show you exactly. Now, I'm going to go 1 to 10 and show you what I mean, what intelligence sees you through your body frame, through your mainframe, through your digital, through your nervous system. All right, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you see the numbers, right? 1 to 10. Allocate those position and coloration systems. They're in the matrix centers, right? 1 to 10. Now, you understand your proacting cycles. What is 1? 1 is the equivalence of 2. 2 is the equivalence of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Activate everything through light signals. 1 plus 1, okay, equals 10. Okay? So instead in this position, you don't start here, you start here. So if you want to travel, you go, right? So, and then you go 1 plus 1 equals 10. So the equivalence of 10 is its allocated position. That's the planet location you want to reach through division location. So once you reach those positions, 10 no longer becomes 10. It becomes its planet location. So now you're communicating with the planet location of its division. Okay? Now this is going into quantum physics, quantum mechanics. The analogical, the analytical, graphing line communication, planet location comes into a planet location. Right? That's the position you want to reach through your digital system. Okay? Because you understand your positions of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So you want to travel from 1, right? So 1 plus 1 does not equal 2. 1 plus 1 equals the equivalency of 10, which is this planet location. So that's where you travel from 1 to 10, right? So it's truly understand your chakras, okay? You got to understand your positions of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because they're all different codes, but the same coloration through the matrix. All right. So it reaches its planet location. And I'll do this through division. Until you understand location, it will go in its position. Trap in its location, put it in location. Now it's in its division through its planet location. All right. Vergonias mechanism. As it's in that position, the planet location, okay, once you're in that position, planet location comes into location like this. All right, and then it comes into anything through calculation, right? And this is how you create anything through anomaly. When you're in those positions, guys. And then you can change coloration systems of planet locations when you're in those connections. You can change the blue. You can change anything through calculation, but everything has to be triangulating a base. Okay? So it's creating, right? It's creating. It's trying to find its points. It's trying to find its angles. It's trying to find its division. It's trying to find its location through location. Because everything in space is complicated through location. But once you understand its position starts with its planet location through its center core of its diamond core to its position. So it's understanding this is the security line defense. So you're protecting this. You're not protecting this. This is the energy field, right? So you have to truly understand how everything connects through the inner system of you, through connection of intelligence, through perception, right? So, and then it becomes a map sequence code system. Flat circle rotation centers, puts it in position, right? Then you can see it through its line communication, through its map location. Like this. See? Now everything can come out of its equation. You create anything through anomalies or anything through its location. It comes out of its location, it comes into the next T1000 location. Like this. Okay? So understanding your intelligence through your mainframes is truly understanding how to communicate with the inner system of you through coloration through matrix locations. All right? And when you understand matrix locations, everything through line defense comes in to laser recognition system like this, to the XT1000s. Puts it in position to location. Okay? So it's really powerful when we get into those connections, guys. But you got to understand your number frequencies. You really, really have to understand that because that's what intelligence sees. It doesn't see the number 7. It sees the triangle. It sees the pyramid. It sees the activation of where you are through communication, through light signals. Okay? It's complicated, but complicated is good, right? Because you want to experience these things and you want to understand how to communicate with the universe system. You understand the metrics. You understand the digital. You understand your intelligence. You understand coloration. You understand lights. Okay? You understand higher formations of intelligence of you and higher formations of intelligence of space through connection to planet locations through line defense. All right? So, oh, you guys got more questions here. Okay, let's see, I'm going to backtrack here, location to digital frame here. All right, are you getting body aches? Guess this is our body upgrades. Oh, that's just into your transference because I connected through a round location of matrix shape anomaly. That's why you're getting body aches, Bridging. So you have to remember how powerful your voicing guides are through command because you can change anything through coloration, right? So if I speak with my information, the louder I get, it changes its pattern, right? They speak louder, 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 louder. It changes formation, right? So it's getting balanced with your information through calculation truly understand electron interference through your point divisions, right? 4 atmospheres, 5, which is your intent, the moon, the atmospheres, and your activation in the center. Now, I just circle rotated your mind systems through perception, through iris at their location. This will give you better clarity vision. So, bridging, yes, I also sleep on the solar eclipse. I did sleep in 24 hours and felt energized. Well, that's what it does. It makes you go to sleep through sleep modes. That's another thing intelligence does. It makes you go to sleep because you have to go through data processing. So my skin and back having hard time sleeping. Sleep at least, very hard to sleep with all the energy. Yeah. If you're sleeping and you're having trouble understanding the energy, is because your chakra system isn't line communication through balance. So basically, you want to set your positions before you sleep, before you go to sleep modes. You have to understand your software mechanism of your computer is going through upgrades at night when you sleep. So try to get improvisations through the illustrations of you and what you see through map locations. You're always traveling into space every single day. You have to know where you're traveling. You have to understand the metrics of traveling. You have to understand the acceleration of you traveling. You have to understand your planets of intelligence, and you have to understand everything through its connection, through its line defense. So there's a lot of things that you guys have to truly understand when it comes to your line formations of your chakras through communication signals, right? Because you're communicating to higher formations of intelligence, right, through energy. So much back and neck pain. Everyone in my family had it. Yeah. Same, Desi. My neck is cracking a lot. I heard that's coming into our crystalline. See, that's the thing. Everything through reaction is giving you information. Trying to understand its reaction is great, but if you don't, it's going to react more and more through intelligence. Remember, there's all intelligence that's in the line signals through the graphing signal of the dimensional Earth. December 21st, okay, all intelligence, okay, are going to be in the graphing of gravity systems to the Earth rotation. Okay, so let's see. I hope so. Turning more liquid. Yep, getting out of the anomalies of alloy coming into light formation through calculation. You're welcome, Bridging. Yeah, it's getting the balance with what's going on with the main and the brain waves, so it's frequency levels there, Bridging. So, and let me know if you want to do the live. You said you wanted to wait Thursday, right? Zoom live. Let me know, just so I can get provisions and acting cycles ready through calculation, and that will put me in position when you do your interviews. So levels. If you can't get balance with vibration, remember, if you're having trouble, it's because your chakra system doesn't understand your physical system. Your physical system does not understand your dimensional system. You have to get balance with both. On the acting cycle of the Earth rotation of 5D, guys. I'm platitude right now. I'm sitting in this chair. I'm on the Earth right now. So you have to have balance with your chakras, with your program settings, with your datas, program alignments. We'll get into that too. You got to get informations when it comes into your illustrations, your diagram programs, your dream set locations, your pro-acting cycles, your angle point locations. An angle point division, okay, is understanding positions through the matrix point centers of you through division of realms. So you truly have to understand how, remember, you draw something in the center and everything around it protects everything in its center. So that's you protecting yourself through shapes and anomalies or anything through division of letters and numbers. Okay, everything that I draw is activated, but you have to understand the activation. So it's intelligence trying to understand your commander understanding you through your intelligence. Okay, you have to stop communicating in the physical system of the brain, because that's where it gets confusing to the mind, right? So intelligence is saying, okay, well, you're still in your physical system, so you're not going to understand your chakra system because now you're allocated to that position through meditation. Meditation is the forming of its beginning. That's the birthing system of you through calculation. But when you understand more communication of you through space, then you understand the anomaly of its time through its allowance and everything through its frequency of its code, through its portal, through its activation. All right. Remember, I was going through matrix locations on space discoveries. Very, very powerful, guys. You got to watch those links. Watch them again. They're on my YouTube. Matrix locations shows you how you go from one portal to the next portal through electronic interference. So you travel through teleportation of cloud interference, right? You're going, it's like a ping pong ball, That's what it is when you're on VERAGON. You're going from here to here, but you're teleporting through your particle system. It's telewaving your connections to higher formations of intelligence. So if you're on one planet and you want to go to another planet through higher location, you have to understand its position through vibration. Because if you go up to that vibration, you can't communicate on this planet anymore because you're at a different level. You're communicating to a higher vibration through illumination of lights. So it's your light formation that has tense communication to that formation. That's why it gets confusing. So it's very, very hard to balance out your brainwaves or your physical system. It's hard to understand these things because you guys are not on the earth. Okay? Especially because your chakra system is more formations of light. So your ally is no longer gravity on the earth rotation. You're not on the earth anymore, guys. You're floating in space every day. That's why it's confusing, because you don't understand the realm division when you're sleeping through the energy of its dream. It's not a dream anymore, guys. You're gone through your awakenings. You've gone through your program settings. You're coming into higher formations of chakras through God frequency levels, through demigod locations. Now we've come out of the Greek locations, Zeus. Now we're coming into mountain interfaces and tunnel interfaces, and you're going to get more connections of Vega through digital frames. You're going to get more calculations when it comes into Area 51. You're going to see station rotations. You're going to see spacecraft locations, and you're going to see the connections of the past reference of Chernobyl. We portal divisions on hotspots to divisions to the Earth location. Mountain is an interface. You'll see XT thousands going in and out, right? But when you see a mountain like this, it's really powerful stuff when you go through perceptions, guys. So the vibrations you reach higher and higher, you see through more. All right, so this is a mountain. Okay, that's a mountain. Now, understanding your physical system, what you see through perception, you see a mountain, right? Because it's its alloy connection. You're connecting into the fifth dimensional system. But if you are no longer on the Earth rotation, that mountain interference will connect to your vibration through its balanced location of your chakra system. So you're communicating with higher information through perception, through its intelligence. And that's when you start to see tunnels through location. Okay? So you actually see the eye receptor location going into the center core position of the mountain, and then you see the tunnels inside the mountain. Set in operation centers, guys. This is an old spiritual system. Your dimensional system is seeing everything through higher information. So we have intelligence comes in to locations. XT thousands come in and out. Right? Through mountain interfaces. They fly everywhere through location. Okay, that's why we have a lot of mountains. And we use clouds. Clouds for interference, cloak and dagger through that connection. Now, if you get a mountain like this, or anything through a cloud, there's a cloud, right? There's a cloud. Now, you have to understand what's inside the cloud. Inside the cloud is the XT1000 to location. Right? It's in position, right? So as it comes out position, here's my voice and grid patterns. It comes out to location, right? And it flies around to its location, to its division, right? We've gone into that before, but guys, truly understand our when you reach higher locations of vibration to coloration patterns. Just doing the poster now, it's a badass. Yeah, well, the thing is too is I'm pretty good at drawing. You know, I took drawing when I was a kid, so you know, you start off with stick drawing. Stick drawing is very important because you can do that to anything, but you know, stick drawing is like this. Okay. And then when you get into higher formations, this is a perfect example. This is 3D. Okay, this is 3D. Right? Now, this is you in a hologram. Of 5D circuit rotation. See the difference from this to this? Okay. And then you come out of its equation. And then you come into the higher self. Flies around. Okay. So basically understanding 3D, understanding your communications when it comes into higher formations, not into your computer, you're coming into the higher self to your avatar. Once you get into the avatar, this goes out to the basics of people that are watching my channel. Once you come out of that, then you come into your computerized system of you through energy. So you come into computer operations of you through the simulation for the very first time. And when you come into that, you come into your own energy. And from that, you come into your own atom. And then you come into your own particle system like this. Okay, particle system. Allocates positions, guys. Puts in everything. And then you come into your computer. Okay. Come into your computer. Right. So you got to start off somewhere. You start off with a higher self. But in position, you're in 3D. Start here. And then you work your way up to your computer, to your atom. So it's powerful stuff when we get into those connections, guys. So it's important for you to balance. If you're having problems, draw it out. That's why I do illustrations. I have so much data processing, guys, through communication of intelligence. It's crazy if I don't channel it out, if I don't illustrate it out, because it will overload my mind. You can't have all that information inside you. So you're keeping all these provisions. So it's kind of like, it's like you're hoarding. You know, people have papers and bags or whatever, and they keep it in their room. So they're like hobbits. That's what a hobbit is. It keeps everything in formation and never gets rid of anything. Right? Too many clothes, too many shoes. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to keep it where it is. It's going to build up, build up, build up, build up, build up. What's going to happen, right? It's going to be so big. What's going to happen? Your mind's going to explode. Right? So the information has to come out through the transformation of the third eye, through the realm, which is the illustration through application, through perception of intelligence, to that division. So that's why I channel every day, right? Because I'm communicating with everything through all intelligence of planets. And it's important that I keep giving you illustrations. It's important you keep understanding what's going on with humanity, especially December 21st. That's where you're going to see a huge, huge change in humanity through the mind. Okay? So when you're in that position, when you're going through your dream sets and you can't sleep, get up, write it down, whatever is going through your mind. That will release the tension through vibration of the pressure. Because you understand that your dream sets is now real through map locations, and you got intelligence here and there. And what is this? What is that, Commander? I'm getting this alignment. I don't know what this is. I got electronic interference coming in. I got shades anomalies. I got major Bach location coming in. What do I do? You have to go one by one and separate it. Okay, so think of yourself as a chart 7 days a week. This is a perfect example where you guys can get into those levels this is what I want you to do if you ever find yourself, okay, lost. Okay? Every day you wake up, you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay? There. Right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Set up a graph of you, okay, of all those days and nights. Okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. Everything that you're going through a dream location. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and I go through illustrations through my mind system, then I go back to sleep. You guys don't know that because I don't tell you. So basically, it's very important that you get everything in chronological order through your days and your nights so you can sleep better through location. If you understand that division through intelligence, it's going to balance out your mind and take and release all the pressure. Okay, and then you won't get any headaches, you won't get any heart palpitations. The starlight won't connect through your body frame through vibration. So, but it's the days and nights that you have to reach to balance locations of your central systems on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. Look at that, almost 2 hours again. So much fun. Hope you guys had fun traveling to VERAGON. And I hope Vergonias helped you out through commanding through Elite, showed you what you needed to see. Try to channel your communication through YouTube. I'll set up locations in the quadrant divisions of 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll get into the test reviews and evaluations and how we go up to 60, up to 2 levels through ground formations, powers, atmospheres, through the God frequency levels of the chakra systems. This is your Air Commander, the universal quadrants of 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Colossus team divisions. Bye, everybody. Adios.